Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's Combo Breaker 99. I'm back with another quick video. All right, y'all, just back with this video to give you my quick thoughts on a recent interview I was reading with Germaine de Randamie. It's a few days old, but she just kind of spoke on her win over Juliana Pena, as well as possibly getting another title shot against Amanda Nunes. And the one thing that stuck out here that I've already heard some people speak on. Shout out to the coach. I think he spoke out on this too. But Germaine de Randamie said that if I get another title shot at Amanda Nunes and lose, I will retire on the spot. But there's a lot of people that feels like, well, if you were to face her, we know the outcome. So you might as well just go ahead and retire, Germaine. That's how a lot of people feel, which I agree with. I do agree with that to a certain extent, where if you've already faced this fighter 2 times and you never came close to winning, it may be time to retire, or it may be time to either go into another organization, or just look to just keep fighting other fights in the division you're in until you're ready to say, hey, I'm done with the sport. Because it's the old saying, it's a saying that's been going around for a while. It's something I always said, is there's levels to this. There's levels to this game. And I think that somebody like Amanda Nunes, she's gotten to the level because of her ability to grow as a fighter and learn and soak up what she not everybody's able to do this. Not everybody's able to just soak up whatever they're taught, or whatever they see other fighters do. They can just learn from other legends. Where Germaine de Randamie, don't get me wrong, she's a hell of a fighter. She's a solid striker. She's one of the best strikers in the game. But just putting everything together is just like a different story for her. That's why I'd say there's that top level, there's that elite level, that championship level, and then there's that #1 contender level. That's the level that some fighters are just going to be stuck on sometimes. Sometimes they'll fall too, but I think that Germaine de Randamie just falls into that #1 category, and that's possibly the level that she'll reach. Because I do believe that fighters can peak. Fighters can reach reach the level that they'll probably stick with the rest of their prime years, or the rest of their fighting years. I think that Germaine de Randamie, at 36 years old, she wants to learn more. She feels like she is learning more. But just going back to the win over Juliana Pena, I wouldn't want to give her a false confidence that, her ground game is all of a sudden something spectacular where she can take on somebody like Amanda Nunes, because just going back to what she said also was, I always tell everybody I'm 36 years old. I've been fighting for a very long time, but I love this game so much. I want to learn. I want to become better. It's nice knocking somebody out because that's what I love to do. But this one is very special to me. This one will stay forever close to my heart. So she was just referring to that, her first submission win over Juliana Pena. And, she was saying she wants to become better and she wants to learn. But at 36, how much more can you learn to go back in there with Amanda Nunes, who could possibly be retiring herself? You know what I mean? So I think that Germaine de Randamie getting another title shot, a lot of people, they don't want to see it. I feel like she's done what she could against a champion like Amanda Nunes. I don't know how many adjustments she can make in that fight to win. I know she has the puncher's chance, but it takes more than a puncher's chance. In that second fight, she's landed some good shots. She's landed a couple good up kicks, a couple good knees here and there where she rocked Amanda. But Amanda Nunes has that IQ, and she has enough chin and heart to say, if I take one big shot, I can hang on and I can take this to the ground, and that's where we're going to keep this fight. I know Germaine de Randamie has some solid takedown defense, but it's the ground game. Amanda Nunes was able to take her down every time, and Germaine de Randamie, her takedown defense wasn't enough to fend off somebody like Amanda Nunes. And I don't know how much she can learn in such a short amount of time, where her years are about up as well as Amanda Nunes' years. Her years is just about up as well too. So her getting another title shot is still in question, but again, just going by, the technicalities, if she's holding on to the #1 spot, she possibly will get a third fight. But to me, that should be up to Amanda Nunes at this point. Like, say, hey, I've already fought this person twice before, and you've seen the outcome. So at this point, I think the champion, they should have a say in this as well. So for me, I feel like, unfortunately, this is how everybody feels, though. I feel like Germaine de Randamie, she's a hell of a fighter, but I think she's already peaked. And, Amanda Nunes is just one test she can't pass. You know, it's like that sometimes. You know, I said this on BJ's show the other day on No Filter MMA. Shout out to No Filter MMA. You know, it's like I said, sometimes there's a class that you just can't pass. It's just not for you, because I've seen it in the past where guys in college, you know, they would just continue to take a course, continue to fail it up to like 4 or 5 times, but they would just continue to keep doing it, but nothing would ever change. You know, they would never improve. You know, I'm not saying that Germaine de Randamie can't improve on certain things, but I don't think she can just improve as a whole fighter, you know, in the matter of, like I said, such a short fighter lifespan at this point, where she's 36 and Amanda Nunes is about to wrap it up now. You know, you just can't make that many improvements. You're just going to have to depend on that puncher's chance, and that's just not enough against somebody like Nunes. So, yeah, man, moving forward from here, like I said, that's just one task that I don't think she'll ever get past. So if she really wants to test herself, in my opinion, continue to if you want to just stay with the level you're at before you retire, just continue to fight in the UFC, the bantamweights the bantamweights you're surrounded by now. Just continue to fight those fighters and say, I'll call it a day at a certain point. Or if you really want to test yourself, Germaine de Randamie, head over to Bellator. You know, I know there's not a bantamweight division, but you can definitely make featherweight, and you could right one wrong that I feel like it's just like been a dark cloud over your head, and that's to fight Chris Cyborg. You know, because I feel like she definitely had a solid chance against somebody like Chris Cyborg. She's definitely a solid striker. She's very tall, long, big, and strong. And, you know, she's definitely got the power to hurt somebody like Chris Cyborg. You know, she just has to get that heart and those guts to get in there and take on that challenge. Because, you know, Amanda Nunes, she's a tough challenge too, but she was always willing to take that fight. But why weren't you willing to take on a fighter like Chris Cyborg? So, you know, that would be my take on what Germaine de Randamie should do from here. I don't really think she'll, you know, fare well in a third fight with Amanda Nunes. I don't think she should fight Amanda Nunes in the third fight. I think she should really take on a challenge for herself, because if she really wants to learn something new, you need to take on a new challenge, and that'll kind of push your mind and expand your mind and want to do something different. So take on a new animal. Take on a new animal in Chris Cyborg, and that might get you to learn something new and expand your mind to a different type of fighter, you know, to bring you in a new outlook, you know, and it'll give you a new challenge to say, okay, this ain't Amanda Nunes this time. It's something totally different where I can really try to open up and, you know, try to crack a new puzzle. So I think she should just say, hey, let me move to Bellator, challenge this one fight with Chris Cyborg. If I can't beat Chris Cyborg, then call it a day. But that's just my opinion, guys. But yeah, that's all I got on this one. Like I said, I really don't feel like she deserves another title shot at this point, because I don't see anything changing. Let me know, guys, in the comment section what y'all think. Combo Breaker 99. I'm out. Subscribe. Peace.